Hi, Ian here. Today we're going to talk about the sizing of a StepSmart brace. I have a small and a large StepSmart brace, sometimes referred to as a small, medium, and the large, extra large. So we're just basically talking about those two sizes today and when you should be choosing one or the other. There's two basic elements for this. You have the length of the foot, and then you also have the heel width. So heel width is simple. You just put your foot down, you take a pen, you look straight down, you tilt the pen just slightly so you don't add the width of the pen to the measurement. You make two marks, and then what you'll do is you just measure the distance between those two marks, and then you'll know whether you have a heel width that's too large for the small. And this heel width is slightly over 2.5, so this heel width would be appropriate for the large brace. A heel width of 2.5 or greater would be a large, 2.5 or smaller would be a small. As for the length, there's plenty of room. So this is a large foot, a size 12 foot, and there's plenty of space between the metatarsal heads and the distal end or the end of the brace. What do I mean by metatarsal heads? The metatarsal heads are basically the end of these metatarsal bones, and they're the weight-bearing surface. And if you have a brace that cuts into that weight-bearing surface, it becomes uncomfortable. A foot that's too small for the brace would look like this, where you have the end of the brace starting to cut into the metatarsal heads. It's okay to have the end of the brace just behind the metatarsal heads. That would be an ideal fit. And we don't want a situation where the metatarsal heads are, where there's too much gappage, where it's a situation like this, where there's just way too much space because now the edge of the brace starts cutting into the middle of the foot. But there's plenty of room for error. So even a big foot like this size 12 works with this large StepSmart brace. So when you look at the size of the foot, we sometimes recommend a 10.5 men's as the difference between a large and a small brace. But really, when it comes to the size of the foot and the size of the shoe, the length of the toes can vary quite a bit. So it's a little better to talk about the length of the foot with regards to the metatarsal heads.